So you've just created your first product and you're not sure if you should turn your PPC on. So in this video, I'm going to go through a checklist of the exact things that you should look for before you start using your valuable PPC money spent to get them sales. Let's dive into the video. So the first thing you want to is make sure you've got at least 7 images. You want to have at least them 7 images. You want to be taking up that whole real estate of that listing. And within the 7 images, you should have your main image, which is obviously very important. It must be compliant with Amazon so it doesn't get search suppressed, right? If you've got a non-compliant Amazon main image, it might be search suppressed. So you need to make sure you've got your first image, which is really compelling. Don't use up loads of the listing unless it's really important for your kind of product. Don't use up loads of the listing with just packaging. You know, a lot of people make the mistake of like 50% of their images just got packaging, you know. Make sure it's a really, really effective picture that you personally will click on of your product. Maybe your product image and then your product in action or something like that. Look at the competitors to do this. Look at the best-selling competitors that have launched in the last couple of years, not just the people that have been there forever. Make sure your listing is compelling. Look at some competition, try and improve upon that. The next set of pictures, you want to have a mix of like lifestyle pictures, someone using the products, someone enjoying the products, someone happy with the products. You want to have a mix showing exactly what's included in the product so you don't get any negative reviews early on. And then you want to have like your ingredients if it's a food product and stuff like that. So just have a mix, you know, and make sure there's some lifestyle pictures in there because they really help. So that's the first like non-negotiable. The second non-negotiable for me is making sure that I've got a Prime badge. A lot of people, you know, do MF and that's totally fine. But for me personally, I wouldn't list products unless I've got that Prime badge personally for my type of industry, for my type of niche, sorry. And that's because I know the impact it has, okay? The last thing you want to do is whack PPC on a listing, get loads of views to it. People like the look of it. You've ticked all the boxes and then they're too lazy or they're too impatient, sorry, to wait for that delivery. And they go and buy one of your competitors at the bottom of the listing because they've got the Prime badge. Make sure you've got the Prime badge if it is applicable. Not for every single product is applicable, but for most niches, a Prime badge is going to help significantly rather than just doing MF. The next thing is the A+ content. Now, A+ content is really important. I'll be completely honest, I haven't got it on every single one of my listings, right? But I know the power of how important that A+ listing is. It's important for the brand story. People can connect with your brand. And not only they connect with your brand, you can showcase other products. They can then go click in to your store and buy products from you that way, okay? So A+ content is definitely an important thing to have. I should have it on a lot more of my listings. I waste a lot of advertising spend not having it on every single one of mine in a compelling way. I'm well aware of that. So I personally would not recommend you to actually start running PPC unless you've got compelling A+ content if you want to maximize them dollars, them pounds spent. And the next thing is what goes alongside this is what I just mentioned, so the store. So you need to have your brand registry and your Amazon store, because a lot of people, even if they don't like your particular product or they want a different variation or something like that that isn't on the listing, they might click into your store and have a look at other products. And if they've already spent money clicking on your product, they don't know they've spent money, but they've spent your money for someone clicking on your product, you want them to buy at least one product from your store. So a lot of the products on my store, you know, the sales on our PPC spend don't directly come from one of the products. What they might do is click onto our product with the PPC spend, and then they go and click on our storefront or our brand story, and they go and buy one of our other products. Now, I don't care what product they buy, you know, as long as they're buying one product from us. And we've got a lot of products that are very similar. So someone might click on our product, go through to the brand story, go through to the store because it's connected to our brand name, and then buy another product from us. That's totally fine. If you connect your brand to your store, make sure your listing is your brand name and it connects through to your storefront. Make sure your storefront looks nice. Then customers are going to go and buy another product if they're looking for something slightly different. Maybe they're looking for something for a girl or a boy or a kid, and you sell something for a man right now, and they're looking for something else, just slightly different variations, you know. So yeah, definitely that would be the next thing for me. You need to make sure you've got your brand connected to that listing, and make sure you've got your store as well, so they can go and buy other stuff whilst doing that. And then the final things here, guys, is just making sure that you've got compelling description and bullet points as well as the title. So title, non-negotiable. You need to make sure the title makes sense. A lot of people just stuff the keywords into the title, which obviously is important, but you shouldn't just be stuffing them so it doesn't make sense. Remember, these are human beings that are reading these listing guides. You want that listing to make sense. The next thing is the bullet points. You want to make sure the bullet points make sense, but also there's a lot of keywords stuffed into them. Make sure you go around the features, not just the benefits. So, you know, make sure the features are expressed within them listings very clearly, exactly what they're going to get so that they're not disappointed when they get it. Make sure you explain exactly how many items come in that bundle as well. Make sure the best selling feature is the first bullet point as well. Make sure, say if there's 55 items in the product and it's not clear that there's 55 units in it, make sure that's like the first bullet point, for example. And then the description, a lot of people oversee the description. A lot of people just copy the bullet points. I used to do this into the description and just, you know, forget about it. But some people read the description, especially elderly people. 15 to 20% of people, I reckon, read the description just to make sure they're getting exactly what they want. So if that sounds compelling, that's another area for you. That's another bit of real estate within Amazon that you can utilize just to make sure you go that extra mile to pick up them sales for someone that's going to go and look at all the details and read the description just in case they've got stung in the past. So guys, that is my checklist. Before you run PPC, if you want to maximize your budget, make sure you make the most money from it, make sure you go through the checklist I've just done. Now, if you're interested in PPC and you don't want to run it yourself, then I actually own a PPC agency. We can help you out with that. I'll put a link below to the email, or you can just shoot me a message on Messenger if you're looking to outsource that. You know, we do like PPC ad mainly we specialize in PPC for people that are doing bundles and things like that, and our packages start from like £199 a month for full management of PPC. So anyway, thought I'd let you know that at the end of the video as well, just in case PPC is like a complete mind boggle for you like it was to me when I started out. But yeah, apart from that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that annoying stuff that every YouTuber says. I'll see you in the next video.